and welcome to the weekly podcast. My name is Mr. Podcast. Daily Brief, October 7th, 2020. Scientists find dead coronavirus lying outside the Republic TV office, claims that it may have died due to high decibels. After arresting Umar Khalid, Delhi police to file a retrospective FIR against Gandhi for conspiring his own death. After accusing Riya Chakrabarti of murder, drug peddling, money laundering, cheating, and harassment, she might now be arrested for inhaling oxygen. CAG report says that the only thing that has seen a positive growth in 2020 is the Prime Minister's beard. After CBI fails to find any evidence of SSR's murder, they probe to be handed over to Navika Kumar. WHO scientist who discovered vaccine for bigotry lynched for being too progressive. In broad daylight, a scientist of the World Health Organization was lynched to death at the National Capital of India. The scientist was at the capital to get the approval for his new vaccine. Arindam Joshua, an Indian-based scientist who worked as the chief scientist for vaccine studies at the United Nations health body, was found dead on the racecourse road. As per the initial reports, he was lynched by an educated mob. The motive behind the crime is believed to be the new vaccine. After researching for over 2 decades, Joshua was ready with the vaccine that would end bigotry.
With this vaccine, the world would be a better place to live. The blind hatred for a community, race, gender, religion, caste would end with this. I have achieved my full potential and possibilities, the purpose of my life.
The mob stayed at the crime scene for hours until the police arrived to take the body. One of them spoke to our reporters and said,
The vaccine would change the world. Ending something because of which we have sustained so far is a blasphemy against nature. We can't let that happen. Progressiveness and all is good, but only in a few things. Where's Sati now? We have lost it altogether.
The vaccine was buried with the scientist in a graveyard close to the parliament. Dalit boy goes to school, Yogi says international plot to malign state. The admission of a Dalit boy to a school in Uttar Pradesh has caused havoc in the district. The establishment of the state has stationed massive forces in the district. The national media, especially Times Now and Republic, have carried out massive coverage of the issue and called it a national shame. The reporters on the ground said,
This is beyond imagination. The boy is first from his family to step inside the school, breaking tradition and culture of 100 years. This is massive, massive. I repeat, this is massive. This is not the new India that the Prime Minister had promised.
The Uttar Pradesh government is facing a lot of flack for allowing the incident to happen. The outrage has been coming from all over the country, especially by the upper caste and the privileged. To counter the narrative, the Uttar Pradesh government issued a statement.
I think this is an international plot to malign the government. There are vested interests that don't want the country to flourish, especially our beautiful state of Uttar Pradesh. This is a deliberate attempt to tarnish the image of our leader. We know that this state is the number one state and will continue to remain so. These attempts will not stand.
Following the statement, the Uttar Pradesh government is likely to pass a resolution against Dalit boys going to school. For Dalit girls, the government is yet to take a step as there is no immediate threat because of the low life expectancy. UP police to offer distance learning courses on destroying evidence. The Uttar Pradesh government unveiled a new course through its platform on Monday morning. The new course on the platform offers information on how to destroy evidence in 15 hours. There has been a debate around the need for police reforms in the department. Another important debate is the frequency with which the cases are being solved with an abundance of evidence. The rate at which the cases are being solved has been rising. A protest was staged outside the house of the Chief Minister demanding the police to cooperate in order to maintain a balance between the crimes committed and the crimes solved.
If you look around nature, it is always about striking a balance. Whenever there is imbalance, nature punishes us. Hence, we need to keep committing more crimes and the police should stop solving more crimes. One way to do that is by destroying some evidence.
Since it is a democracy, the Uttar Pradesh police took the protest seriously and immediately offered a course on their website. On the website, other policemen can log in and learn how to destroy evidence.
This is a historic step in reducing crime in our society. If there is trust between the criminals and the police, the crimes will automatically come down. Reported crimes at least.
We end this week's podcast with some special advice to women. 5 things women need to do to get the same respect as cows in India. The last few days have seen outraged farmers on the road, outraged women on the road, and outraged democracy in the gutter, battling for various issues. The most inhumane of them all, a gang rape of a Dalit girl in Hathras village, has sparked widespread emotional trauma in misogyny breeding men too. One of the stark comparisons, as pointed out by a Twitter user, was the respect a cow gets over women. It is not the fault of the cow, but the women. Our team brainstormed the whole night and we came up with a handy guide for women to achieve the same respect as cow in the land of gods. First things first, women, like all cows, should stop speaking. Like thousands of cows in urban cities, women should be confined to a physical space because the sight of them coming out in the open might make others, red entitled men, uncomfortable. In rural cities, they should be regulated by a man or a group of men, obviously. Primarily, a woman's existence should lend itself to the service of breeding and nothing else. Naturally, like Gaurakshaks, a group of men will form laws, regulate it, advise, and suggest women what to do and what not to say. If you are a woman and you don't agree with this, we are sorry, you don't deserve the same respect as cows. Thank you.